I'm sure we all have those things that we wish that we had learned sooner on guitar, and this is definitely one of those for me. I spent a lot of time working on leads, solos, riffs, and not as much time as I probably should have on chords. And I want to show you guys something that I call chord stacking, because a lot of times on guitar, everything is movement based. We want to be able to move, stationary is bad, movement is good. This is actually the opposite of that. We are going to stay very stationary and yet have a lot of movement tonally. So, you ready for this? Now, if you guys dig this lesson and you want to support the channel, do me a huge favor, check out my course, the Chord Inversion Workout. This ties in directly to what we're talking about today. If you aren't real comfortable with a bunch of chord inversions, try this course out. It's the biggest way to support the channel. It is going to be on sale this week, so I'll link it down below. Like I said before, if you want to check that out, you can. Or if you don't want to get the course and you just want to hang out, subscribe, and let's dive into today's lesson. Also, I forgot, I have the backing track that I made here in the beginning. If you want to take that, you can use it solo over or do these chord stacking examples, and I also have tabs for you, all linked down below. Come on! Okay, so today I have 4 different examples for you, 2 that are a little bit more simple and 2 that are a little bit more complex of chord stacking. Now, chord stacking, all I'm referring to, and I don't know if that's an actual term, this is just what I called it, is instead of moving all over the place to change chords, we are simply going to stack the chords on top of each other. And this is really, really good because it changes the way you look at the fretboard. A lot of times we target root notes. Whenever you're doing chords, you'd maybe do G and then go up here to get to that D minor, then go here to get to C. We're looking for those root notes, but really inversions are the key here. You want to be able to play different versions, even though I am leading with the root notes. We're gonna swap those around here in just a minute with some of these other examples. So if you have never done this before, this is going to be a great exercise. I've got the tabs for you, but really you probably don't even need the tabs. So all we're doing is going to take a very simple chord progression. So we are using G major, and we are going to go to our D minor chord, and then go to C. Now some of you might be saying, wait, D minor is not part of G major, and you are correct. D minor is actually a borrowed chord from our parallel minor. So you can use the chords of G minor and interchange them with chords of G major. So in G major, you would have G, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, and then F sharp diminished. There's the note. And in G minor, you would have G minor, of course, your A half diminished or minor 7 flat 5, then you have B flat major, then you would have C minor, D minor, E flat major, and F major. So I'm actually borrowing a chord from E minor. Maybe I'll do another lesson on that if you guys are interested in it. Leave a comment down below. But we are going to borrow that D minor, and it adds so much more emotion to what we're playing. So listen to it if I just use the D major instead of D minor. You have G major, D major, C major. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but it just kind of sounds nah. I usually don't like a bunch of major chords together. I love the complexity and just the emotional sound of a minor chord thrown in there. So we're going G major to D minor, C major, back to G. I just think it sounds so much better. And as far as modally, this is going to give you a Mixolydian sound. So let's start with the most simple form of chord stacking. We're going to use that chord progression, and I'm going to keep them all with moving my hand as little as possible. No shifting, just kind of stretching if I need to, but really trying to keep it in this box right here. So G major, we're going to play right here. We're going to play 5th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G, and then 3rd fret on the B. So that'd be your G note, your B note, and your D, root 3rd, 5th. So just a straight, good old non-inversion G major chord. Now the next one is our D minor chord. Now I'm going to get that here. Now normally you might want to shift up or shift back. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to get it right here, and you get a different sound to it than those other ones. So you have 5th fret on the D, which is our D note. Then you're going to go to 3rd fret on the D, which would be your F note. And then you have index finger going to 2nd fret on the G. That's your A note. Okay? So you have G, D minor. Now we're going to go to our C major. All I'm going to do is take my pinky and I'm actually going to bar it to get that one. So like I said, this one's pretty simple. So you have right there all the notes you need to make your C major. Now this is an inversion because we're not leading with our root. Okay, we're starting with the actual 5th, going to the root, and then there's our major 3rd right there. So we have G major, D minor, and this sounds great. My problem with this kind of stuff is it does sound very close or small in my opinion. So I love whenever you can spread the intervals out quite a bit and you get a more spaced out sound. Same chord. Same chords that we just did, whole different sound, but I'm still keeping them right here in this position. So you have the simple version. Now let's spice it up a little bit. I'm going to be playing my G major chord like this. Okay, I'm going to play 5th fret on the D, so there's our G note. Our index finger is going to go to 3rd fret on the B. So now we're completely skipping the G string. And our pinky goes to 7th fret on the high E string. So our order of notes have changed. Before we were going root, 3rd, 5th. Now we're going root, 5th, 3rd. We've created an interval, an inversion, and it changes the way that this sounds. There are intervals here too. Now, last time we went to D minor, which is like this, and I'm gonna, kind of shift that one around too, and we're gonna go like this. I love the way this one sounds. Those two together, I think it is such a good sound. Okay, I'm gonna go 5th fret on the A string again, so that's our D note. I'm gonna reach and get that A note that we were playing before, but I'm gonna use my index finger here, and I'm gonna reach up and get the F note that we were playing before right here, up here. So it's 5th fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, and then 6th fret on the B. Now these are all very Eric Johnson inspired, the way he would move through his chord. It's really a nice way of getting through this. Okay, now the final one is our C major chord right here. All I'm gonna do is utilize some open strings here. So I've got my C note, which is our root. Now before we would have went, we did it like this. Yeah, I was thinking like this for a second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play 3rd fret on the A string, open G, there's my 3rd, and then I'm gonna play that 5th fret on the B string, which is your E note. So we've got completely different sound. Listen to the first one. See what I mean by it? It sounds small. The notes are just so close together. And then you have this one, even more emotion to it. Like it's very emotional. I love stuff like that. Challenge yourself. Just think of the notes of the chord and think of like, how can I play this where the notes are more spread out without moving my hand? It's such a great challenge for you. So let's move up to another example. We're going to go up here and we're going to be playing our chords like this. G major, D minor, to C. Again, sounds great, they're close. These chords sound small to me, and sometimes you want them to sound small. But what we're going to do is we're going to transform them a little bit. So let's get the first one down. So we have a new inversion of our G major chord here now. You're going to be playing 9th fret on the D, which this is now our B note, so that's your 3rd. You're going to play 7th fret on the G, which is your D note, so that'll be your 5th. And then we're actually getting our root note on the B string 8th fret. Okay? Right there. Now next you're going to go to your D minor. I'm using my pinky. I'm going to bar the strings. So I'm literally just holding down 10 on the high E, B, and G. Okay, so you've got your D note, you've got your A note, and then there's your F note right there. Same thing we've been playing. Just another inversion. So then we go to C major, which C major is the same shape that we started with our G chord down here. We've just moved it. So we're going to be going to 10th fret on the D, 9th fret on the G, and then 8th fret on the B. C major. So you've got G major, D minor, to C major. But again, look how little I had to move my hand. If you are the person who would go here, and you'd maybe be like, all right, D minor's here, go to a different G major here. No, we want to keep them very close. Okay? So let's spice all of these chords up a little bit. So I've got a B note right here that I'm going to start on. So I'm starting on B again, but we're going to change it. So we've got B on the 9th fret of the D. Our index finger is going to go get our G note on 8th fret of the B. And then I use my pinky here. You could use your ring finger if you wanted to. Just whatever's more comfortable. But I'm getting that D note here. And it's just like a... I don't know, it doesn't sound small, it sounds like delicate or something. I don't know how to describe it, but I love the way stuff like this sound. Okay, so that would be our G major. Oh, really nice D minor here. I'm actually leading with my F note this time. So I'm gonna go to 8th fret on the A, my index finger is gonna go 7th fret on the G. Okay, so that's getting my D note that I need. And then my pinky, I'm like, well, what finger is that? My pinky is gonna go get that A note that I need on 10th fret of the B. Okay, so we've got... Now, the C major, for me, I wanted it to get deeper all of a sudden. The other chords had been kind of like higher pitch. I wanted a deeper sound to this one. And we're really not doing anything that crazy. We're kind of just playing our normal C major bar chord, but just leaving out all the extra notes. We're going to play 8th fret of the low E string, which is our C note. Our ring finger is going to go to 10th fret on the D, and then our middle finger is going to 9th fret on the G. So that is literally just going from C note to C note, and then we're getting our major third right there. So technically we're not including our G note like we should, but it's still going to read as C major because we've got our third in there. So we've got G, D, and then C. And then... There we go. I'm like, what do I want that note to do? So there's some really simple ways to incorporate chord stacking. I'm telling you, it just changes the way that you view the fretboard. I love things that challenge us mentally to view the fretboard differently. It's not all about exercises. It's not all about licks. It's not all about, you know, how much do I know about this? Look, I took a very simple chord progression, and I think that it livened it up a lot. So if you're stuck doing those cowboy chords, which sound great sometimes, sorry, back to G. Maybe I need to work on my cowboy chords. But if you're stuck in that mode, this is a great way to get out of it. And like I said, it helps you view the guitar, not just one string at a time. You're seeing multiple strings. And there's so many cool ways to go about this. You know, you can do diminished chords this way too. So lots of fun stuff. If you guys dug it, like I said, please check out my course, the Chord Inversion Workout. It is the best way to support the channel if you dig these free lessons. And subscribe if you would, and I will see you all next time. Later, homies.